Now, this week marks the 80th anniversary of D-Day, the landing of thousands of UK and Allied forces troops on the Normandy coast.
Yeah, among them was Percy Chafer, who, as one of the oldest surviving D-Day veterans, is now just a few months away from celebrating his 105th birthday and still remembers the day like it was yesterday.
You're going to love Percy. This is a great piece. He's been reflecting on his memories of the operation at his home in London with Jane McCubbin.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I am Percival Frank Edward Chafer, age 104, and still going strong.
That was good.
Percy Chafer was there, one of 156,000 Allied troops who landed on the beaches of Normandy 80 years ago and decided the fate of the world.
Soldiers, sailors and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force, you are about to embark upon the great crusade toward which we have striven these many months.
Eisenhower gave the word, go, and we went. It's the most amazing sight, all these boats heading for Normandy, you know. What could we expect? The worst, I suppose, really, you know.
You told me, Percy, you prayed.
We all prayed. You say you don't believe in God, but when the time comes, you say, God, don't worry. And I was very, very lucky.
So very lucky. Some 4,400 Allied troops died on D-Day. Around 9,000 were wounded or missing. Gunner Chafer, who landed on Sword Beach with the 7th Armoured Division, remembers it all.
Well, the noise was terrible, wasn't it? A terrible noise, banging, flashing, and God knows what, and bullets flying around. Just a mass of soldiers running everywhere, really. Some calling for their mates, some you see some of them go down, and you just have to ignore it. It's part of the war. You know, you see your mates die. But they used to let these bombs go, and they would scatter all these anti-personnel mines, and you could hear them whirring down. And you hope one didn't land near you. But there were some guys who would call for their mum. They were really scared.
His memories are still razor sharp. He remembers orders almost impossible to follow, to run into, not away from, the bombs.
Saw these 4 little pills leave the plane, and I thought, there's bombs. So I said, run. And I suddenly realised that the sergeant major had said once, don't run with bombs, run into them. And that's what we did. And the time it came down, you could hear them whistling, and they went over our heads.
These were orders which saved Gunner Chafer's life.
We could have been the targets, I don't know. They may have seen us and decided we were the poor blokes going to cop it. But we didn't.
Percy has a lot to be thankful for. Later this year, he'll turn 105.
That might be the end, who knows?
Now get out of it. You'll be 150 before you know it.
He is an absolute legend. He is definitely a legend here. Everybody knows Percy.
He still does his own shopping, he still does his own laundry, he still lives independently in the town where everyone knows his name.
Whatever these do, I do. Play bingo.
And he still thanks God for every day he has lived when so many of his peers fell.
Most of my mates think he looks better than me. A couple of them call him Warren Beatty because of his Hollywood smile.
Warren Beatty.
Eh? For these old guys, I think it's the last one. I don't see any of the D-Day, certainly the D-Day people, being around in 10 years' time. So I think this is absolutely got to be recorded for these people.
But it is his own friends Percy misses. He is one of the last of an ever-dwindling number.
You know, I don't know what's happened to the rest of my unit. As far as I know, they've all gone, you know.
You miss them?
Oh, terribly, yeah. It was 7 years of my life. It was 7 years I wouldn't leave. Again, we were lucky.
You keep being lucky, Percy. 105 in November, is that right?
That's right, yeah. It's not too bad going, is it, really?
It's not.
I'm happy with it anyway.
Oh, that was the amazing Percy Chafer talking to our reporter Jane McCubbin. So many stories and so many inspiring individuals that we'll hear those stories of over the next couple of days as the commemorations continue.
Absolutely. What a chap.